Hi everyone, it's Sarah joining you for another Make a Monday session. Now school is back and this is the time of year when it's really good to get nice and organised. So for today's Make a Monday, I'm going to show you how to make this cute little calendar that you can keep on your desk at school or at home to really get organised and keep track of the day. Now, if you're wanting more help with homework or anything that you're finding tricky at school this year, the library, well, we are the place to be. So we can help you tackle those tricky assignments. We've got a bunch of books and resources to help you and some great databases on our website like World Book Encyclopedia and Britannica Online, and our fantastic free new service that we offer called Studiosity. Now with Studiosity, you're only one click away from one-on-one help from a qualified tutor, and they can talk you through a tricky assignment question, or you can even submit an assignment that you've written and they'll give you some feedback. And you can take a quiz online to see how you're tracking through the school year to really make this year your best school year yet. So if you'd like to learn more about Studiosity, join me tomorrow night from 7 p.m. on Zoom online, and we'll have a webinar that you can watch. They'll have all the questions answered, and you can even ask a question if you'd like to learn more about this fantastic new service for students. So let's have a look today at what we're going to need to make our little desk calendar. So I'm going to use some coloured paper. I'm using 3 different colours for my desk calendar today. If you don't have coloured paper, you can just use white and decorate. We need, for the part of the calendar that's going to stand up on the desk, we need a piece of cardboard or thicker paper. We're going to need a glue stick, a pencil, a texter. I'm going to use a pair of scissors just to round off the edges of my calendar. You need a ruler, and we also just need a sheet or a couple of sheets of plain white paper, and we're going to cut these into little squares, which I'll show you at the end, and that will make the little inserts that go into our calendar. So gather all your materials and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with our thicker piece of paper or a piece of cardboard, whatever you've chosen. And we're going to take our ruler and our pencil, and what we want to do is just mark 4 centimeters in from each side of the piece of cardboard. Now I'm going to mark it like this and just draw it. I find that a little bit easier because what we're going to do in a minute is make a fold, and that line's going to help us make our fold. So we'll go 4 in on this side. Just mark it with your pencil. Okay, just making sure it's nice and straight. And now what we want to do is fold these edges in. So it can be helpful to keep your ruler here. And then I'm just going to use my ruler to fold that edge in, press it down firmly. And we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So lining our ruler up, folding in, and pressing down. Now we will keep these edges folded in like that, and now what we're going to do is fold the entire sheet across so that the edges meet. So we'll fold across so that the edges meet, press it down, and now what we've kind of made is a bit of a triangle with our paper. So now if we open it up, you'll see that we have our 2 4-centimeter edges here. We're going to bring them up and join them together like this. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the inside here so that this sticks together and will stand up on my work desk. Okay, so bring it across and press it down nice and firm, and then we can put that to one side to let it dry, and we're going to make the little pockets. So I have my coloured sheets of paper, and what you want to do with this is just measure out 12 centimeters by 12 centimeters, and we're going to cut 3 squares. So this is a 12 centimeter by 12 centimeter squares. Now we're going to grab our ruler again, and we're going to do kind of like what we did before with the larger sheet of cardboard, but this time we're going to mark in 3 centimeters from only one side this time. So 3 centimeters in. And just like before, we're going to fold it in. So you can use your ruler again if you like to make a nice crisp fold. And then we'll just slip the ruler out. And now we have a smaller rectangle. So let's flip this piece of paper over so it's lengthways like this. And we're going to do the same thing again. Now this time we're going to go from both sides. So we'll go 3 centimeters in on that side. Oops. And 3 centimeters in on the other side. Can you guess what we're going to do next? I bet you can. Just like before, we're going to fold these in, using the ruler to help us get a nice crisp fold until they almost are going to meet in the middle. Now, if we flip it over, you can see how we've got a nice little pocket on the front of our piece of paper, and that's where we're going to put our little date or our day. So let's just take our glue stick, we'll flip it back over, and we're going to use our glue just to secure it. The back of our piece of paper, or our little pocket that we've created for our calendar. And we're going to do this with our other sheets of paper so that we've got 3 pockets, 1, 2, 3. Now you can see with the other 2 that I'd already made that I've just rounded the edges off. So I'm going to do that with the green one. You don't have to do this, I just like the way this looks. So you can take your scissors and just cut a little curve on each of the edges, which is purely optional. Now what we need for our little inserts are some white little squares of paper, or you could use coloured. Now each of my squares measures 5 centimeters by 7 centimeters, which is a perfect size to just slip in. So because we are going to write the day, the date and the month, we need to have every option. So for the day, we've got 7 days in the week. For the date, you can have up to 31 days in a month. And for the month, we know there are 12 months. So if we add 7, 31, and 12 together, we get 50. So we need to cut 50 small little white squares. And then what we're going to do is write on the top of them all of our days. So starting with Monday, and then continue going all the way up till you get to Sunday. With our date, we're going to number them from 1 all the way up to 31. And with our month, of course, we're going to write January all the way up until December, so that we have every possible option for our calendar. And then the final step is to take our calendar base that's nice and dry. Just going to lie it down. Going to put some glue onto the back of each of these pockets. Glue them so that they're sitting nice and flat, and I'll try and space them as neatly as I can. And then we are almost ready to start using this calendar. So let's put our final one down. And you can take your texter and write on it. So we've got the day. And you could do this step before you glue them down if you like to as well. The day, the date, and the month. And then we just need to find the right numbers for today's date. So today is make a Monday, the 15th of February. And then what you can do is have all of your other months just sitting behind your February. And at the end of the month, you can just lift it off and change it to March. So there you have a really easy to make desk calendar to help you keep track of the year.